Wow, hi, it's Fio here, and I have not made a video in a little bit. This is my second time using the mic. I am not keeping it as close to my mouth as I did last time because you could hear all the little sounds and it was kind of gross. Alright, I want to talk about white privilege because, you know, in the scale of how awful everyone seems to be now, like these past 2 weeks, you have the racists and have really come out of the woodworks, and the privileged people are really fucking out there. So, I'm gonna read some texts that I got, and I'm probably gonna talk about them a little bit. Mind you, I live in Arkansas, so I guess I shouldn't have high expectations, and I should expect that people should be more sympathetic towards people. But, you know, the KKK has a base here, so you can't have too high of expectations. But apparently, at the base, the city where the base is, there was a protest for Black Lives Matter, and that makes me so excited and so happy because yes, I have a little folder here on my phone, handy dandy phone here. That, where is it? What did I call it? Dumb racist shit. Yes. While white privilege isn't inherently racist, they said some racist stuff along the way. Go figure. Go figure. So, it's in chronology. This was 2 days after the George Floyd incident. If you don't know what the George Floyd incident is, wow, you're as bad as they are. I posted on my story, since I'm a person of color, America is not safe for people of color. And this bitch, he's a dude, right? He was like, I'm curious as to why American isn't safe for people of color. Why the quotes, first of all? And I'm like, so I'm like, look at the news, and then please look up modern systemic oppression. Look at the blatant racism to the Latino or Black community. Look at the disproportionately decided prison sentences. Look at prison institutions using their prisoners for free labor, i.e. modern slavery. Look up anything outside of your comfort and experience and understand our fear. And they were like, it's not that I don't understand. I've had demons attack me. That's not why I asked. Anyway, anywhere for a lot of people is dangerous. Am I wrong? It's not just Latino or Black community like you just said, right? I'll look some of those stuff up. I'm just curious about the subject. At the end of the day, we are all human and Jesus died for our sins so we could be saved. That's what I believe. I'm not talking about being saved, you dumbass. I'm talking about the fact that people are terrible and racist. I am not saying that Jesus didn't die, and I'm not saying that are you just saying that all of this should be forgiven because of Jesus? That's stupid. And I'm like, this isn't fear. People are dying. This isn't some paranoia. This is fear every damn day of our lives just for existing. Even Asian people were knifed to death for being Asian because of the racists who thought they had corona because our dumbass president says the Chinese virus, and people don't know which type of Asian someone is, and they're just gonna assume, which makes no sense. I'm like, people, they're in a whole other continent, and you're gonna assume that people here in the US have corona just because they're Asian? Dumbass. I took the screenshots. And I'm like, you can understand fear, but you're not going to understand racial oppression, racial discrimination, microaggressions, or anything like that. And he's like, you're scared someone's going to kill you? Is that what you're saying? And I'm like, I'm not scared someone is after me right now. I'm scared someone is going to perceive me as a threat or think that I stole something. And he's like, oh. And I'm like, or a cop is gonna think I moved too fast, or that I'm gonna go for a run, and because I look Mexican, I'm gonna get run over. Which happened, I think, last year. And he's like, oh my god, I didn't hear about that. Really? Oh. And I'm like, this isn't something you can understand. This is an experience and fear that just follows us. I'm not a Black person. Black people have it so much worse, and I feel so awful to be thankful to not be Black because I couldn't live like that. And he's like, what if I've almost gotten hit by a car, though? Can I not fear that might happen to me? Where was the Mexican getting hit by a car? And I'm like, if someone did it because you looked Mexican, sure, I'd feel bad for you and for Mexicans. And he was like, where was the incident with the Mexican getting hit by the car, though? What if someone said it was because I was white, though? And I'm like, it's not my fucking job to look shit up for you. You are on the internet right now. We are on Snapchat, but since you so desperately insist, and I took a screenshot and sent it to him. And I'm like, wow, one Google search. And he's like, I was told CNN lies. And I'm like, then look into it. There's more people reporting on it, stupid. And he's like, And I was like, okay, but sure, dismiss it because it's one of the links. And he's like, why do you keep screenshotting? And I'm like, because this is the most privileged conversation I have ever taken a part of. What if it happened to me because I was white? I'd hate whoever did that because it was racially charged. But is it happening to you? I'm gonna have to censor out his name. And I'm like, just say all lives matter for the same sentiment, dumbass. I'm like, this isn't about what if it happened to you, because it isn't happening to you. Don't dilute the reality of modern oppression with what ifs. We'll get there when it happens. And I'm like, does your black friend never talk about this? Do you just hang out and never talk about politics or different experiences you have? I mean, come on. And he's like, no, we're best friends and we love Jesus and both of our families love each other and there's no ill will whatsoever. We always have a good time. We genuinely love each other. Love and forgiveness is very important in a relationship. That isn't the question, LOL. I'm not saying you have to hate each other to discuss literal problems in the world. And we went on for a little bit more. And I'm like, how could your not black friend... And I'm like, that wasn't the question. I didn't ask whether you guys get along or not. I said, do you not talk about racial, like, different things that they've experienced because of their different ethnic background? And then, oh my god, I'm gonna... I have this whole folder so I screenshot this just so I could put it online. That which sounds bad. But I need people to know that this is a real conversation. And then this bitch, later, after this, he posts on his fucking story. He posts this black man, this religious man, I'm assuming because I'm not fucking clicking on that link. This black man, I'll put the picture up. He says, I am just as sinful as this man, the guy who killed George Floyd. This is why I hate religion. Religion is the dumbest fucking shit. If you're gonna justify, if you're gonna murder, putting all these sins are the same kind of thing. No, there's 7 like deadly sins or whatever. There's like those 7 really bad sins, or the 10 commandments or whatever. There's different gravities to different sins. Look, me cussing is not as bad, okay? This bitch saying racists are gonna use that one black voice and being like, I'm just as bad as this guy who murdered a black man on purpose. You know these people are gonna eat that shit up. Are you fucking kidding me? These people are gonna eat that shit up and they're gonna use that one black voice to discredit any black person fighting for the Black Lives Matter cause, and you have got me fucking fucked. Are you kidding me? This is so stupid. And I was like, okay, look, this is the most dumb ass racism permissive shit that I have ever seen in my entire life, and you are so beyond help that I cannot educate you any further because you clearly do not have any intent on finding out anything about the differences that people experience because they're races. So I am going to unfriend you because holy shit, you're stupid. And I did. You know, you gotta clean out the racists. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for this video because I want this to be around exactly the same amount of time that, George Floyd was held for, and I want this to convey how much information I have conveyed throughout that time and the severity of this situation. That's all. This is how long. Think of everything that I conveyed, everything that I read, all these pictures, and everything that I said and I conveyed in that time frame. It is almost 8 minutes and 45 seconds. And that, think about that. Oh my god, I can't. Goodbye.